So again, this is the third lesson of the week, and it's a very similar lesson. We're going to create another formula for a binomial. Again, we're squaring the same term, but now instead of having a plus b, it's going to be a minus b. So we've got, for example, the second example we'll do, let's say x minus 3 squared. Okay? Right. Now, we'll start with a general term, general kind of expression. So we'll make a formula, and then we'll apply the formula for all the other examples. So a minus b is going to be a minus b times, surprise, a minus b. Okay? Then we make these little lines. A good idea to do that. That time that, that time that. Okay? We have some minuses, so we have to be a bit more careful here. Okay? A times a, not a problem, a squared. A times minus b is going to be minus ab, positive times negative. Again, here is minus b times a, is negative is minus ba. Minus b times minus b, negative times negative, is positive plus b squared. Okay? Now, can you spot the two terms that are the same kind? They're always in the middle. Minus ab minus ba. It's the same thing, isn't it? Okay? So the answer is going to be a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. Okay? So this is very similar to the formula we learned last lesson. Okay? The a squared and the b squared are exactly the same. The only difference is that we've got minus 2ab. Okay? Right. Let's try and see that it works for this one. Okay? So we've got x minus 3 squared. Okay, so that's going to be the same as x minus 3 times x minus 3. Squiggly lines. Okay. X times x, x squared. X times minus 3 minus x times 3 minus 3 times x minus 3x minus 3 times minus 3 plus 9. Okay, negative times negative. Again, two terms the same, they're actually the same. X times 3 is the same as 3 times x. So it's going to be x squared minus 6x, because minus 3x minus 3x minus 6x plus 9. Now let's compare that to this formula. Okay? Okay, A, your first term was x. B, the second term was 3. So let's just try, if we were just to use the formula, what does this formula tell us? If I have first term minus second term squared, take the first term, the a, square it. What is the a here? X. Okay, I'm squaring x. I got x squared. Great. Second term is minus 2 times the first term times the second term. Minus 2 times the first term is x, minus 2x times 3 is going to be minus 6x. Okay, it worked. Okay? Then square the second term. What is the second term? 3 plus 9. See, so we could have used that formula straight to there. I know it's confusing for you, and I know more correctly that it's difficult for you to remember these formulas. At this point, don't worry about remembering the formula, but I really want you to use it. Okay? So let's use it again in one difficult example, and that will be the end of the lesson. Okay? So I'm going to have, let's do a little bit more difficult one. Okay? So 2x squared minus y, minus 3y. And I'm squaring it. Okay? A little bit difficult. Now, if I was to open it like I've been opening here, you can do it. It's not a problem, but it's a little bit more difficult. Let's just use the formula. Okay, so I think the best thing to do is, okay, first of all, figure out which formula I'm going to use. Because I've got the minus, I'm going to use that formula, not the one we did last lesson. Now we need to ask ourselves, which one is the A and which one is the B? That is going to be the A, and that is going to be the B. And then we look at the formula. Formula is like a recipe for cake. What does it tell us? Okay. Square a squared. Okay, square a. So I'm just going to write, what is the a? 2x squared. I'm going to square it. Okay, I'm just writing it like that. Then it tells us minus 2 times a times b. Okay, so minus 2 times a is 2x squared times b, 3y. Don't get confused here and add the minus, because the minus doesn't belong to b. If you know what I mean, okay? So it's just minus 2 times a times b. And then it tells us plus b squared. B squared is 3y. So b is 3y, so I'm going to put plus 3y and I'll square it. Okay? Right, move over to here. And then obviously I need to simplify it. Can you see at the bottom? You can. 2x squared squared. I'll do it slowly this time. So what I've got to do is square each one of these terms. So it's 2 squared, x squared, squared. Okay? Minus, let's do it together. Minus 2 times 2 is minus 4. Minus 4 times 3 is minus 12. X squared times y. There's nothing else I can do here. I just got to write x squared y. Okay? Plus, square the 3. I'll just write it down. 3 squared y squared. And now the last part is just putting it all together. 2 squared is 4. Okay, 2 squared is 4. X squared square. You remember you multiply the exponents. 4x squared. Minus 12x squared y. There's nothing else I can do here. Here I can do 3 squares plus 9y squared. Alright guys? Okay? Cool. So we learned our second formula. This is our second formula. Okay? What I'm going to do now, just going to pause you here for a second. Okay, so just to finish up this lesson, again a bit of a long lesson, let's put together both of our formulas that we learned in these last two lessons. So if I have a plus b, a term plus a term, a and b can be anything. Okay? And I square it, what I get is a trinomial, 3 terms, a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. The first term squared, 2 times the first times the second term is this one, plus the second term squared. What if I get a minus b squared? Okay, it's all the same. Okay? A squared, b squared, b squared. The only difference is that here I have plus 2ab and here I have minus 2ab. Okay? And I want to make sure, finish up here, that the most common mistake I'm going to show you now, what not to do. Okay? A lot of people will try and solve that. Okay? And what we'll say, when I say a lot of people, I mean matric kids. Okay? They will write, oh, a plus b squared, no problem, it's a squared plus b squared. Okay? A minus b squared, they'll say, oh, that's a squared minus b squared. Kind of makes sense, isn't it? Matric kids do that. Guys, it's wrong. It's wrong. That's not right. Okay? We also have that middle term. Okay, so don't make that mistake. Okay, guys, enjoy the exercise, and I'll see you tomorrow.